Hey guys, how's it going? Well, just got this in. I'm very excited about it. This is a Batwing Swinguard that I had custom made in Italy. This knife was made by the master craftsman Renzo Poscotto. The scale work was done by Lucio of Menaggio, Italy, I believe. Menaggio. I had to wait a while on this because they had to reset their tooling for the Tang, the laser edge. These knives are handmade, and this is Egyptian buffalo striped horn, and as you can see, it's the mate to the Egyptian striped horn that has a dagger blade. This one, I'm sorry, that has a bayonet blade. This one has a dagger blade. And this one's tanged Renzo Poscotto as well. They're beautiful knives. This one, yeah, they both have edges. I did have Lucio get Renzo to put an edge on, just a small sharpened edge on the blade. Some collectors don't like their blades to have an edge on them, but I do. Beautiful, beautiful knife. And these are 13 inches long. And I believe this is the 27th Batwing Swinguard that I own. So my little brood is, I never would have dreamed, and it never would have been possible without Lucio and Angelo Camplin Jr. as well, and of course Renzo Poscotto, and some very, very good friends, Crittenden, John, Roger. You know, there's a lot of guys that I haven't spoken to in a while. Crittenden and I was able to email back and forth, and I'm glad to hear you're doing well, and I'm glad you're enjoying that bat, Crit. I'm real glad that that's in your hands. You really, really, if anybody would have gotten that bat, he's got a dark horn bat that I sold him, and I really, if there was anybody that deserved that Batwing, it's Crit. And I'm so glad that you were able to pick that up. You got a hell of a deal on it, and actually that's the best dark horned bat that I've ever held in that scale material. And actually it's one of the best bat wings that I've ever held, period. It's just made really, really well. This came with a certificate of authenticity and a photo of the knife. As you can read it here, you can probably freeze frame your camera. Certificate of authenticity, the undersigned Renzo Poscotto, knife maker in Menaggio, Italy since 1959, certifies that this limited particular scaled production has all its parts completely handmade finished. This 13-inch 33 centimeter bat Swinguard has a dagger blade in AISI MA4 steel, a slip-in spring in C45 ERG steel, solid nickel silver bolsters, guards, and buttons, brass 63 UNI 4892 liners and pins, selected scales made in Egyptian buffalo striped horn. special knife for a private collector over 21 years old. Menaggio, Italy, 2013. And Lucio and Renzo Poscotto. So to have the certificates on top of the knives is just something that's just really, really special to me. But yeah, this is a really, really nice knife. I do want to thank Lucio, and I really, really want to thank Renzo for building this particular blade for me, and all you've done. You've made this collection possible, and it's been real nice getting to know you and getting to do business with you, because these Batwings, they held some back for me, and what you've seen are the ones that were held back, and we were just trying to determine a scale material, and this is what we came up with, along with the white mother of pearl and the mammoth ivory, Siberian mammoth ivory. Phenomenal, just phenomenal blades. I've gone on 6 minutes on this blade, but you know, I mean, I could talk all day on it. I'll show you the difference between just a regular run-of-the-mill 11-inch Switchblade. This is an 11-inch. This is my letter opener. It's a great letter opener. But you know, you put this, you wouldn't think the 2 inches would make that big of a difference in size, but take a look at the difference just in size between an 11-inch Switchblade and a 13. This is 11 inches long. This is 13 inches long, but look at the size and the width. And just here, let me turn it over on this side, you can get a better idea. You see what you're dealing with here? You know, it's so much thicker. This is just a regular production. Renzo Poscotto. I think this is just stamped Italy. It's a Renzo Poscotto, I believe. But you can see the difference in this, in the size, and you're only talking 2 inches. So, you know, I mean, the thickness of these knives and just the pure size of them just dwarfs an 11-inch. And if you look at a 13-inch long knife compared to one of these, same thing, same story. These knives are just made so much better. You can see here where there's hollow bolsters. These are solid, and they're solid nickel silver bolsters. So I mean, the build quality on something like this, 1 ounce an inch, is just mind-blowing. So I wanted to show you guys this, and this is my match set. Being a natural scale material, no set can be exactly the same, because with all natural materials, there's going to be some variations between, you know, each scale material. But this is Egyptian buffalo striped horn. It's the only one in the only two in the world. Renzo Poscotto. Thank you so very much, Lucio and Renzo. Man, it's been a real nice collection. Anyway, take it easy, guys. This is a very good knife too. Not knocking this knife at all, but you know, at the same time, just look at the size difference. You know, it's considerable. It's considerable, and the build quality of these knives, you can just tell. You can tell the difference. But still, these are very nice knives, don't get me wrong. Switchblades are, you know, you've got to, you know, people can say what they want about them. They can, you know, they can talk about different quality, different grades. If you're into switchblades, you're into switchblades. If you're not into switchblades, you're into something else. And that's cool too, you know. I've got no problem with any of that. I'm into guns and collecting guns, and you know, this isn't my only source of collecting. You can see on my other videos some of the things that I collect, but you know, it's just what you're into. And if you're into switchblades, these are just really, really beautiful, at least to my eye and to most people's eyes. I've gotten a lot of emails about these Batwing Swinguards because they're so rare. And this cut is just very difficult to make, and you can screw up a scale so easily when you're building these. It's easy to do. Nice, nice polish. Thank you so much. And the certificate, man. Take it easy, guys. Later on.